What is up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ryan. As you may have known me already on TikTok, I do fashion history content, fashion anthropology content, and I enjoy reading books and journal articles about fashion history and learning kind of the intricacies between designers and people, the inspiration and origin of everything. That's what I enjoy doing. And I thought about what's better than doing an introductory video of Ask Me Anything, so you can learn about me instead of just me talking about fashion. Would you like to learn more about me as a person? I expect that you might want to. Anyway, I'm doing it, so you better stay till the end. Okay, first question is I think I can start with this one. Do I think fashion is better or worse now as opposed to 1930s to 1990s? My answer would be I can't tell. I don't know because it's not that black and white. And the reason I say that is because if we look at 1930s to 1990s or even like up until 2010, everything's really compartmentalized, cutthroat, black and white. Especially after World War II, everything from 1940s is like each decade has its own era, has its own thing, because designers from each era has epiphany saying that, oh, I didn't like what they were doing before, or I was inspired by this and this is what defined this decade. Let's say the new look, 1950s, 60s, and then there's hippies and punks and 70s, 80s, 60s is all about the swing, 60s in London. Well, it's not all about fashion. I mean, London fashion doesn't talk for fashion all around the world, but 60s is like a really vibrant year, and then 70s, 80s, as I said, hippies, punks, 90s, minimalism, 2000, Y2K. You can say there's an aesthetic up until 2010. Ever since 2010, everything starts to come together like a giant crucible of style. Everyone's reception towards fashion is starting to expand and increase. So there's not one defining style in recent years, in the past 2 decades. Yeah, there are items, there are different outfits that are popular, like Letterman jackets, right? Bomber jackets, and then now it's like flares, baggy jeans, and everything. But there are also a lot going on outside of the mainstream. It's not that marginalized anymore. So I can't say what's better when people's approach to fashion has changed so much in the past 20 years. They're more open. You can't even define what avant-garde is anymore. You can't. It's really personal. Back then there's like an official meaning, right? Yoji is avant-garde, right? CCP is avant-garde. And then now it's like, what? Is it that avant-garde to do that anymore? Well, everyone's doing that, right? So it's hard to answer that question, black and white, yes or no. I forgot to say this, but go subscribe, you beautiful fucker. Okay, go back to the video. Another thing about me is what was my fashion journey like growing up? One important character is my mom, Defo. She's stylish through and through. She's been buying like Harajuku fashion brands like early 2000, buying Yoji stuff early 2000, Ray, Comme des Garçons, early 2000, before like the internet hype started. And I remember she would remind us, me and my sister and I, to dress better. Like not that we have to dress glamorous or like super stylish, but be mindful of what I'm wearing, what I'm picking, what I'm choosing, what I'm pairing with. Or sometimes be really harsh, like, I'm not going out with you if you're wearing that. Something like that. Or she will like force us to change that into something else. And that kind of like ingrained like a second thought behavior every time I pick something out going out. Not that I'm super stylish, I wouldn't say I'm super stylish, but I'm pretty confident in my style being presentable. It is not bad. I wouldn't say it's too good, but it's not bad. That's my like overall relationship with fashion. And in 2018 to 2020, I went through like a super intense gym phase. So everything during that time is like super tight. Look at my fucking arm, look at my chest. There you go, right? So everything is really limited, really tight. Remember, I loved like Fred Perry polos because it looked nice, right? But that's my least fashionable era. That's my least. Even like when I didn't know anything about fashion, that was still more fashionable than my bodybuilding era because everything's about showing off my body. And COVID hit, and then body dysmorphia hit. I stopped gymming, and then I discovered Machine Gun Kelly actually have great everyday style. Don't come at me, personal opinion only, okay? Not trying to shove down your throat. He dressed simple but unique pieces. And that's something I try to replicate. At first, I try to look at different unique pieces, saw how he like styled baggy jeans with leather jacket. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna wear a jacket with nothing underneath. I'm gonna go out like a rock star when I'm not a rock star at all. And because of his style, it encouraged me to wear things that I've never even considered before, or style in ways that I've never thought about before. Started wearing skirts. I started, as I said, wearing a jacket with nothing underneath. A tank, leather jacket, tight, you know, it's like everything that I never imagined I'd wear, I started wearing. And that's the most beneficial for me because I knew what worked, what didn't work. And that also made me more confident because back then, the first time I wore skirt out in public, it was nerve-wracking. It was the most intense thing one of the most intense thing I've ever experienced in life. And that, you know, made me comfortable, more comfortable in my own skin. I wear a skirt now, I don't wear a skirt now, I don't care. It's not like that I make a statement. It's that whether I feel like wearing a skirt or not. You know what I mean? That's really beneficial. So yeah, that's kind of my overall journey with fashion, my relationship, growing up, environment, made me understand what being stylish and fashionable really is. Next question, a lot of people ask me is how to get started and learn fashion history. I would say that there's not one good starting point. I'm sorry, giving you all these, you know, convoluted answer, but hear me out. The reason why I say there's not one right starting point or where to start learning fashion history is because everyone's different. What I enjoyed learning at first might be different to you because what inspired me was that I learned about Vivienne Westwood's tartan pattern, Mac Andrea's tartan pattern, and I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. I didn't know, first of all, Vivienne Westwood made her own tartan pattern. Second of all, I didn't know tartan has different patterns, right? I made a TikTok about it. I was like, oh, are there any other tartan patterns that she made? And I did a little bit of digging more about other tartans, you know, in Scotland. There's a whole database about it. And then UK fashion started to dig into. So it's like a you know, it's really subsequent for me. One thing triggered another, and that's my journey. But your journey may not be even similar to mine at all. You may start learning about like 1920s fashion first, or you know, whatever after the French Revolution. How did fashion change after the French Revolution? Everything. It really depends on what you enjoy at first. It really depends on what intrigues you, because that's the best point. You don't want to force yourself into history. You need to find a thing that you enjoy. Then it makes research way easier. Third question would be how to start networking. Good question. I live in Vancouver, Canada, and the fashion scene here is minimal. The Vancouver Fashion Week here is so-so at most, I'd say. But I've been to a runway, Evan Clayton, I loved his show. Really eye-opening experience for me. But in terms of networking, not many, well, personally, maybe it's just my problem. I didn't meet a lot of people. I talked to quite a few people, but I didn't like exchange contact, and then we kept, none of that happened for me. So most of my networking happened online. So two things you need to do in order for you to network online is that, first of all, you need to make yourself known, because online you're competing with everyone on earth. Why would people notice you, right? So you need to make yourself known. Second of all, you need to know what your edge is. Why should people talk to you? Why should people network with you, so-called? If you put yourself in another person's shoes, would you talk to yourself? Would you network with yourself? Why would you network with yourself? Find your own edge, find your own niche, or not niche, but like something that you are special about, your special thing. And then networking is going to be way easier because people have incentive to talk to you. So these are two things that I think is really important in terms of networking online. In person, sometimes really, by luck, right? Because out of nowhere, you can be at a cafe talking to people and that one's like, oh my God, like hot shit in the industry. Who knows? But online, you need to have your own thing and make yourself known. Fourth question, my favorite item. For the longest time, this was my favorite item. Let me take out. For the longest time, this used to be my favorite item. I drew that. This is my first love, Mia Wallace. Obviously, the design that I copied on Pinterest, someone drew that, or like on computers. I was like, oh my god, I love Mia Wallace. Also, the hottest character in cinematic history. There's, I said, God, that was like the scene when she was like powdering herself up in the toilet. But yeah, for the longest time, this is my favorite. My little own signature by Ryan. I thought I was gonna be like a jacket customization artist for the longest time. I thought I'm gonna do that because I love drawing on stuff. But then the pressure of, not messing it up for other people is too much. Because I can wear something messed up, but for my clients I can't, and I don't know how to draw. I know how to copy. So this is my favorite item. I love wearing it. I made it in like early 2019, and I only wear that like every day. But now I have to say my favorite item has to be this all same leather jacket. It's really nice. Can't really put it on because of what I'm wearing right now. But it's really fitted. The material is really nice, really soft. It's not stiff, so you don't really need to break it. It's really, oh, it smells nice. It's really soft. It's like, I think it's like lamb skin or whatever. I know. Activists, please hold your horses. I know. There's leather, okay? Chill out. I just want to show my favorite item. I have like one leather jacket or two. But yeah, this I bought this in Tokyo, All Saints Tokyo, and it was like doing like a 50% off. I loved it so much. I love it so much. My current favorite item, defo, my leather jacket. Favorite color to wear? The color to wear has to be something, I don't know. I'm pretty versatile, to be honest. I don't have a favorite color to wear. It used to be black, but now I feel like black just is too linear, like for my body and for my style, too linear. Because sometimes I like to dress skinhead, but skinhead don't really like wear black. Skinheads like wear pretty vibrant stuff sometimes, right? Like their shirts and polos and everything and jeans. They're different colors, so I wouldn't, limit myself in black. Favorite color combination recently is like blue and white, or like gray and white, or gray and blue, like these three colors. Case in point. So yeah, my favorite color to wear. Favorite fragrance used to be Dior Fahrenheit. Now it's a scent that's so strong. I don't have it, but I've tried it and I plan to buy it. It's called Amuaç. I think it's a Turkish fragrance, and I think it's called Amuaç Silver Oud. It's the most like strong fragrance I've ever smelled, but it's so good. Amuaç Silver Oud. Last two questions, actually, I just remembered. Last two questions. One of them is, where did I get my necklace? A lot of people ask me, where did I get my necklace? There's like a little centerpiece here, like a almost Mercedes-Benz. I can tell you, I got it from a store in the mall in Metrotown here in Burnaby. But that store sells like many different local brands, and I don't know what the brand is because it's like, it's a store and like there are different racks, and then they put like small brand stuff. There are candles, soaps, and there's a jewelry brand. And I just saw this. I was like, great, I got it. And then because people started asking me where did I get my necklace from, I went back to the store. That brand's not there anymore. I know it sounds like a gatekeeping moment. I swear it is not. I do not remember what that brand is from. I also this is where I got my necklace as well. So I bought both at the same time. I think I'm also pivoting more into a gemstone jewelry as opposed to just like skull ring. No, like I'm diversifying my jewelry taste. Last question is, where do I find fashion history resources? Number one, books. Books. And I'm telling you, what's the best book you can get yourself first time? All right, not these like super deep dive like Alexander McQueen or like The Man Who Was Vogue. No, do not get these yet unless it's a specific topic that you want to dive into. Then sure, by all means. What you should get are these books. These like literally coffee table books that highlights a lot of different things in one book. There are like 150 most important designers. With one book, you are exposed to 150 whatever designers that you may or may not know. That is enough to inspire you to go whatever direction and start researching. Second book I always recommend, because that's the book that I bought first time after knowing that I love fashion history, is Fashion Evolution. And instead of just designers, it's defining moments that changed the fashion industry or history. Everything. Battle of Versailles, designers, Valentino, the white couture collection, Twiggy, Ozzy Clark, you know, Mary Quant, everything that's significant in fashion history. This book talks about it. Go check it out. I'm gonna put a link in bio so it's easier for you to buy. Second of all, if you're a college student, make sure to take advantage of your library, online library resource portal. Please, I regret not using it more, because you can find almost everything that you want, even like books, PDF. Just search the term fashion, start scrolling, and just download and print or whatever as many PDFs as you can if you're a college student. Okay, it's gonna save your life if you want to start learning fashion history. So it's free if you're a college student. If you're not a college student, go to libraries. Go to libraries. Online articles like news articles are useful, but sometimes they are pretty tunnel visioned. They focus on one thing, and you miss out like details of other stuff as well. So when you read news articles online, make sure you have like at least maybe 3 to 4 tabs open from different publication talking about the same thing. So you know that's, if they're talked about across all 4, then it's real. If it's just hyper focused by 1 or 2 publication, make sure you fact check that. Yeah, that's my pretty general guide to how to get fashion resources. All right, guys, that's the end of the AMA. That's the end of the first video. Hope you like it. Let me know, please, if you watch it to the end and have any feedback for anything that changed, the way I talk, the angle, how I look. Thank you so much for watching the video. And if you're coming here from TikTok, love the support. If you're just discovering me through YouTube algorithm, what's up? My name's Ryan. I love fashion history, and there are gonna be more fashion history, anthropology videos, deep dive on this channel. So make sure to subscribe, like, and share if you want to. I love you guys so much. And there are gonna be one surprise content pillar, content type that I've never seen anyone did before on YouTube, and I'm gonna put that video out soon after I make it. So yes, I love you guys. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you next video.